Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Nerd Cassette. My name is Gato, and this is Gabe, and we're still working on it. Sometimes, here's what's going on. Every time it's my turn to start the podcast, I can't help but to think the way Markiplier opens his podcast. You've seen Markiplier, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of whatever game he's playing." And then I don't know why, but I posted my picture one time on Roast Me, and people were making jokes about me and saying that I was like a great value Markiplier, which I honestly don't see it.
Yeah,
But I was
don't
like,
see
whatever,
it
it's a funny joke. But a couple of weeks ago, somebody saw my picture on the wall at my work because I was technically employee of the month. And that person texted his sister who works at the location and said, "Why does Markiplier work at Costco?" And so I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I don't think I look like him." But anyway.
I have a friend that actually looks like Markiplier. It's weird. He really looks like him. And he's a little goofier too, actually.
Does he have the voice though?
Yeah. Yes.
The
Maybe
voice
we
is
should get him on the show one time. He's a big fan of stuff and a big fan of Star Wars. Maybe a bigger fan than you, possibly.
He is a big fan of stuff. You heard it here, ladies and gents.
He has like a wall of Star Wars toys.
Ooh, yeah, he would be someone I would talk to because we talk a lot about Star Wars here.
Yeah.
And if you guys have listened to us long enough, you know that I get really riled up when it comes to Star Wars stuff.
He would talk. Let's just say we would have like 2 hours of footage, just him talking about one topic.
Maybe we should do a live stream for that one if we get enough people interested in it. I mean, it's Star Wars. Who wouldn't be interested in that?
Right.
But it's funny because we do talk a lot about Star Wars. We've talked about TV shows, Marvel, and a couple of times we've talked about music.
Yeah,
we even had a musician.
Guests,
We had a musician talking with us at the end of season 1, I believe. But going on the topic of music, I do want to thank our sponsor of today, Painted Playlist. So Painted Playlist is actually a company owned by Amber Anderson, who is an artist who has synesthesia. So basically, when she listens to a song, she will literally physically see the song in her eyes. You might have heard of this. If not, you should look it up. Synesthesia. So she paints the music, and then you can go to paintedplaylist.com and get her art. You can either order something custom made just for you. They are unique pieces. She never repeats the same song twice. Or you can buy some of her prints, which are paintings that were already sold, but you can still get a copy of it, and they look amazing.
Yeah, you can submit a song for her to do, right?
That's correct. Yeah. So if you have a request for a song, you can go to their website, again, paintedplaylist.com, and then just submit your request for the song. She'll get back to you. She'll give you some insight on what the colors of the song will be and what she sees and stuff like that. And because she is such an avid listener, she has decided to give you, the listener and viewer, a coupon for 20% off your order for prints on the website, paintedplaylist.com. All you have to do is enter the code NERD20 for that 20% off. Again, thank you so much to paintedplaylist.com for sponsoring our episode.
We always love our listeners. We are grateful for y'all's always sticking with us, especially for Painted Playlist for sponsoring us today.
Thank you.
Okay. Verifying that it's recording.
What?
Wow. Okay, nothing. Just saying it's recording now for me.
It is recording. For me too. Sorry, was that too loud?
I thought that was a frog or something.
No frogs over here, at least not right now.
Cats and frogs. Man, what else other pets do you have over there?
I just got all of them. Dude, if I could have a squirrel and a hawk, not a hawk, an owl. Dude, having an owl as a pet, that would be amazing.
That's just because of Hogwarts, huh?
Yeah,
That's
kinda. But have you not seen the videos like here on Reddit or even um like TikTok of owls being funny
No,
and
I'm
smart?
not.
There's a few. Go check them out. I'll send them to you.
Sweet.
Okay.
Put it in the description while you're at it so our viewers can watch it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And while you're there, hit like, subscribe, comment, share, notification bell, all that good stuff.
Tell us what you like about us and what you hate about us.
No. Maybe not about the hate. I can't handle it.
Nobody hates us.
Now you're just asking.
Yeah,
for
I know.
people to hate us.
All right. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
man.
Please love us. Okay. Anyway, let's get into it. Today we're going back into Am I the A-hole? Because these are honestly, they're just so much fun, and I love reading these, and I like having somebody else to read them with, and I loved seeing all of the people's reactions on YouTube.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Continue. Keep going. We love your comments. We read them.
Yeah, they're super
Want
fun.
to hear your opinions. Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna read the first one? You or me?
I guess I'll read it.
Okay, go for it.
Am I the a-hole for telling my sister her haircut isn't some big achievement? My dad died unexpectedly and relatively young. My youngest sister was 3 at the time. Her hair was a lot like his. It's super curly. Because of this, our mom did a lot to maintain it. Growing up, mom would spend hours on my sister's hair, and each morning was dedicated to the two of them in bathroom. When my sister screaming and crying because brushing through it was long and unpleasant. Up until she was 13, mom insisted on washing and styling my sister's hair. She never let her cut it or dye it. When someone suggested getting it trimmed, they were kicked out of the house.
Whoa.
I won't lie, my mom was controlling at times, but I thought we all knew it was because of grief and memory of our dad. Well, mom died, and the first thing my sister did was get her hair chopped incredibly short and dyed. She sent myself and my siblings a picture of her new haircut with the caption, Sharon, our mom, always said I was going to grow my hair down to my butt. Not anymore. I thought it was my sister's way of grieving, but now she mentions it a lot, like asking how ticked do I think mom would be if she saw my hair this short. I told her after the 5th comment to stop acting like her hair was a big achievement. It's not. Millions of people get haircuts, and she should know her hair was important to mom because it reminded her of her dad. She said she wasn't supposed to be Sharon's doll or a replacement of their dad. She should have been her own person, and if I can't respect that, she doesn't need me in her life. Am I the a-hole?
Whoa. After the 5th time, I told her to stop acting like her haircut was a big achievement. It's not.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
It's was she a little too
much about it in your face?
Maybe she talked a little bit too much about it, and I can see how that can be a little annoying. But we're not talking about her. We're talking about you and the comment that you made to her.
Right.
And yeah, that was kind of a dick move.
Yeah, I mean, you can totally set aside the whole memory stuff and just go off the last paragraph. And that's kind of mean. It's like she's almost projecting. You know?
Yeah.
It's like the person with the haircut wasn't even upset or anything, had no double meaning. But then I think the one that got mad was kind of just the one that's projecting that she should be mad. I don't know. That's what I get from it.
I think he definitely was the a-hole in this situation, and like maybe it is the way that she's coping through this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what did she say that her mom was like almost obsessive with the hair, right? Up until she was 13, my mom insisted on washing and styling my sister's hair. She never let let her cut it or dye it. That's a bit controlling. I mean, she is younger. That's fine. I get it. When someone suggested getting it trimmed, they were kicked out of the house. See, like that right there, that's extreme of her mom to be like, you don't even talk about trimming the hair. Get out of my house. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what I imagine. So like after she passed away, I feel like maybe she finally got that like freedom to control her own hairstyle, and having not been able to do that for a long time and then finally being able to get that haircut, I feel like that is a big deal. It may not be a big deal to people that don't know her, but to herself and even the people that are around her that know about the situation, I feel like it is kind of a big deal. I don't know about achievement, if there's a difference between saying it's a big achievement versus a big deal, but she should have every right to celebrate if she's happy about it. Let her be. Who are you to be like, no, you suck? Yeah, that's an a-hole thing. It's an a-hole thing to do. Yeah, 100%.
Fifth comment too. That's like not even. Maybe if it wasn't like in the same conversation, right?
Yeah.
She said it like you're at a family gathering and the person says it for the fifth time. Like within an hour, you're like,
Yeah.
Even then, you wouldn't even say anything. You'd just be like,
at the funeral.
Yeah.
if she did that at a funeral, at the mom's funeral, then that to me would be a statement to say, I don't know. I don't know them personally to that level. He's an a-hole. She should celebrate her hair. So
yeah.
We're reading some comments.
Let's do it. Yes, the a-hole, hun. It was just controlling. Your mother was abusive. Torturing a kid like this for something that's not medical is absolutely traumatizing. I wasn't allowed to cut my hair until I was in the first grade. It was already below my butt. I was a little kid sitting on my own freaking hair. Finally, my father is the one who said, if she wants to cut it, she should be allowed to cut it. I went in with more than 2 feet of growth and came out with a bowl cut. What? Was the only name of a short haircut I knew. Oh my goodness, I actually was freaking cool. Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. Whoa, 2 feet of hair. Dude, what is it? You've cut your...
What?
You've cut your kid's hair, right?
No, I have not.
Oh, really?
Personally, me? No, I haven't.
No, but he's gotten a haircut.
Yeah, he's gotten like 3 so far, 4.
Okay. A lot. I've noticed that there are parents, family included, like my family, not like my brother, who they wouldn't cut their kids' hair until like they were like 4 or 5. And it wasn't that they didn't want it to be cut, but they just kind of let it happen. And I don't know. I mean, it's on one end, it's like, okay, well, I mean, whatever. If the kid's fine with it, cool. But also, it's like, why wouldn't you cut it? I should ask them why they didn't cut it. But there was a time where his hair was so long, like
to the butt.
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good. Like, I'm not gonna say it didn't, but I don't know. Maybe I'll understand when I have my own kids, but then again, maybe I'll cut their hair.
Yeah, man, I don't know. We just like to make his hair into a mohawk. So if it gets too long, it's harder to work with. So we have an incentive to cut it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, I mean, I don't know that there's a lot to say about this. Like, it's a pretty simple, he was an a-hole to say that.
On to the next one.
Well, okay, but you guys, let us know. Comments.
Yeah, what do you guys think about it? Yes.
Also, what do you think about like letting your kids' hair grow? Like, is there a reason to, or what is your reasoning to let your kids grow or kids' hair grow, like from the moment they were born until they're like 5 years old, 6 years old? Like, is it? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know why you would do that, and I'm not trying to sound judgy. I'm genuinely curious. So let me know. Okay, next one. Am I the a-hole for being jealous of my brother with cancer? I, female 18, have a brother, male 26, who has terminal cancer. Ever since he got sick, my family has given me less attention, which is understandable, but now it feels like it's to the point where they don't care about me as much anymore. We have a
Mm.
family group chat. On my birthday, everybody asked how he was doing instead of wishing me a happy birthday. My parents watch movies with him and spend time with him and never invite me. A few days ago, I got frustrated by the fact that I am feeling so left out and ignored that I told my mom about it. I told her I was feeling like a glass child. She called me disgusting and couldn't believe that I was jealous of my brother with cancer. So, am I the a hole? That
Wow.
escalated
Wow.
so fast.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Uh, no, I mean, it's absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
Okay, so here's an edit for it because I do think that this is important because I was thinking about this too. It says, for
Mm.
clarification, I am not jealous that my brother has cancer. To be honest, I'm not jealous at all. I simply use that word because it's the word my mom used to describe me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty bad already. I spent time with my brother. We recently went on an overseas trip, just the two of us together. What I'm upset about is that my family doesn't put much of an effort to check in on me or spend time with me. I understand he has a limited time left that they want to continue to spend time with him before he's gone, but still, don't I deserve love too? Yes, you do.
yeah.
That's a really tough situation, and that's really sad that the brother has terminal cancer. Obviously, I understand people want to, you know, enjoy the time that he
Spend
has
time.
left, but it doesn't mean that they shouldn't care for her other daughter. And she's only 18.
Right? It's weird because what the parents are trying to prevent or to like savor the time they have because the son doesn't have all this time afterwards. They're doing the exact same thing to the daughter.
Yeah,
They're treating as if the daughter is dead and not cherishing the time they could have had with her. So it's like they're just doing the thing they're trying to prevent, they're actually ending up doing to the daughter.
to the other one, yeah. And but also like the fact that the mom called her disgusting
Yeah,
and that
that's
she
what
was
gets
jealous. I would say she's the a-hole. I
right.
feel so sad for this girl.
There's an update.
Yeah, let's read the update. It says,
Yeah.
first off, I would like to thank everyone for reaching out. I truly appreciate all of the links to support groups and such. I have a long page in my notes app where I saved all the links. LOL. Also, all the happy birthday wishes were so kind. Thank you. As an additional update to my situation, yesterday my dad reached out to have dinner with me. We went out to eat at a restaurant. The first thing he started talking about was my brother. He didn't ask me how I was doing or what my current interests were or anything, just reminding me that he was going to die. I got really upset and left for a little while because once again, I felt like it didn't matter to my family. Later that day, I called my mom and explained to her how I was feeling. She told me that she understood and was sorry that I was feeling that way. She said that she would try to include me more, so hopefully things will change and I won't feel so neglected in the future. Bro, when I started reading that about the dad taking her to lunch, I'm like, oh, something nice.
know, right?
And then it's like, I'll talk about the brother. Jeez.
Oh man.
I am so sorry for this girl. Also, happy birthday if you're a listener.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that'd be so awesome
Sorry.
if you listen to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not the a-hole on this one. The
Yeah,
mom,
definitely not.
the parents, kind of a-holes.
That's ridiculous. I mean, okay. All right.
Devil's advocate.
Like the fact that they recognize, right? The mom recognized that um maybe they probably had a talk after this, the parents.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like they're good parents because she's acknowledging the mistake that she made. And as parents, I'm sure this is their first going through, this type of thing. So it's kind of hard to figure out how to do this, how to navigate. There are probably some things that they're not even realizing that are falling by the wayside, aka the daughter. And so it's hard, especially with cancer, man.
Yeah, I get it. You know what? I'll give them that. It is it's quite the unique situation. Nobody wants to go through that. Nobody should have to go through that, and it's very unfortunate. And yeah, I mean, I mean, how are we gonna be if that was our situation, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you're right. The fact that she did, like, the mom realized the mistake and is gonna try to be more inclusive of the daughter. That's a good thing. It's a big step.
I would say the daughter did the right thing in bringing it up
Yeah.
because obviously she's having needs that aren't met, and she communicated that, and that's great because now the parents are able to kind of adjust their parenting style, I guess you could say. So that's it's good all around. It just sucks that it had to happen this way.
Yeah. Yet another example of how communication is great.
Yes. Yeah. Ah.
Okay, let's go into some of the comments here. Not the a-hole. It's okay for you to hold two truths at once. You're very sad and scared that your brother has cancer. You're very sad everyone forgot your milestone birthday and are excluding you from family events. Usually, I would not say anything bad about a mother dealing with her child having cancer, but her reaction to you was the only disgusting that I read here today. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I agree that that first way that the mom handled it was not good, but after that, on her update, that was good.
Yeah. Ugh. Man, I can't even. I can't even imagine if my son had cancer or had like some timeline to live.
Yeah, I know.
Like I could see why the parents did that,
That's
but
devastating.
I think I could see why the mom said disgusting. Because in her mind, she's in her cancer world, right? Her mindset is cancer world. And so when the daughter brought that up, she received what she said in the context of her world or her reality in that moment.
Yeah.
Still horrible.
Yeah. Are there any other comments you want to read?
See, your family is neglecting you, and when you point it out, they call you disgusting. That's way over the top. Everyone is stressed and coping with death, but that doesn't mean ignore everything else. Yep, it's very true. Oh, here we got a response from, how long has it been since he was diagnosed, and was his diagnosis revealed on or near your birthday or something? I'm failing to understand why all your family would suddenly be asking him if he was okay on your birthday unless it was a fresh diagnosis. For clarification, his diagnosis was November 2021. My birthday's in June. It was also out of the blue that they were asking how he was. To be honest, how he is doing is all everyone in the family talks about now. Yeah. But I think a general consensus, yeah, NTA.
She's not the a-hole for wanting a little bit more attention to her.
Oh, here's a horrible one. A sad comment. Maybe a little too extreme. By Final Distribution 97. NTA. Unfortunately, they are losing 2 children.
Oh. Kind of goes along with what you were saying. By trying to avoid losing time with one, they're losing time with the other.
I guess there's a movie about it. The movie 16 Candles is about a family forgetting their daughter's 16th birthday because of their older daughter's wedding. Oh. Not the same as cancer, but it's definitely a theme. Okay.
Had to forget the other daughter.
Man, all these downers. What the heck?
I know. Let's go into the next one.
Okay, my turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. Am I the a-hole for refusing to sit next to this man? I, female, 30s, was riding an almost empty train. There were about maybe five or six people in the whole carriage. I sat in a 4-seater with 2 seats on one side, 2 across, and spread out my stuff, put my jacket on the seat across from me, and put my feet on it so that the seat wouldn't get touched by my socks. If it matters, it was early in the morning, and I had been wearing these socks for less than an hour. My shoes are also clean, as I alternate 2 pairs daily to let them dry out between uses. A guy in guess his late. Oh, I'm guessing in his late 40s or maybe early 50s, entered the train, came straight to me and said, "Move your bag." I was puzzled since there
Whoa.
was plenty of free seats to go around, so I asked if he really wanted this particular seat, and he said yes. So I picked up my bag. He plopped down next to me, and I proceeded to pack up my laptop, drink, jacket, put on my shoes, and move to a different four-seater. Spread it out again. Before I could get my shoes off, the dude was standing in front of me and saying, "Move your bag," and I asked why. He said that he wanted to sit there. I answered that he had been waiting that certain seat that I vacated for him, so I don't see why he would want to switch seats. He scoffed and explained that it was not about the specific seat, but about entitled people who think their bags deserve a seat. I told him that I moved once for him and wouldn't move again. He made a movement as he wanted to grab my bag, and I raised my voice saying, "Don't you freaking dare." He started lamenting about entitled people again. I told him, "I moved for you. There are hundreds of free seats on this train. Sit somewhere else." He called me an a-hole and went back to his seat. Then he called someone on his phone, or acted like it, who knows, and proceeded to loudly complain about entitled benches. To be clear, when a train fills up, I of course gather my stuff and vacate seats around me so that others can sit. But I don't see why I should let some rando boss me around and invade my personal space for no reason. All right. Am I the a-hole? No, definitely not. It's pretty given.
Bro, the guy just showing up and like, it's not about the specific seat, it's about entitled people. I'm like,
It's the principle.
what entitled people? If the bus was almost empty, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I understand. I don't like entitled people in like crowded buses, but if there's plenty of seats, you're just looking to pick a fight, and you lost.
Seriously, dude. Right? So I think the problem is that he took the whole entitlement thing out of context. Because I'm pretty sure where he learned maybe this saying or quote of people being entitled are situations where, the bus is full and all this stuff. And he's applying it to a situation where it doesn't apply. The train is empty.
Doesn't it kind of make him a hypocrite to be like upset about entitlement, where when he's the one feeling entitled to be able to sit next to her?
Great point.
Come on, dude. Like, jeez. Oh man, I love people. I would have loved to be her and just like live that in real life.
You'd do the same thing?
The first time, yeah, I think I would do exactly the same thing she did. The first time that somebody's like, "I want to sit here," I'm like this specific seat. I don't know. Maybe I would just assume that that's where he sits, right? Like, how some people take the same bus over and over again, and they have like an assigned seat, like just unofficially. So yeah, first time I'd be like, "Sure, man, like take it," but I don't know. I mean, if I have a lot of stuff with me that I think I would be more comfortable with the space, and I know there's a lot of seats available, I probably would have even said it. I would be like, "Yeah, man, have the seat. I'm actually gonna move over here," and then just do that. And if he came back to me and then started talking to me about entitlement, I would laugh. Honestly, I would just, shoot, man.
Yeah. See, there's an edit. I am having a good laugh about all these people commenting on me putting very clean socks on my reasonably clean jacket, while of course instead there must be only butts on the seat. And as we all know, butts are so much more hygienic than feet. I assume to have pinpointed that it's considered bad manners in some cultures, maybe in the US where a lot of users are coming from. In my culture, it is not considered bad manners, so I will not be taking your advice to keep your dang shoes on to heart. My question was also about refusing to let the guy sit next to me and not across from me. So I'm really amused at so many people focusing on that. So I will be ignoring all the shoe-related comments. But of course, if your heart so desires, please let it all out. Edit 2. Okay, now people are sliding into my DMs and asking for pictures of my feet. What have I done?
That's amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Why can't that happen to me? sell your feet pictures and get
Oh my
some
gosh.
money of it, like only feet.
You better claim that domain right now.
Only feet.
Yo, people make money selling their toe clippings.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, no, there's like, I was watching, I think it was a Netflix. It was talking about how this lady makes so much money, like selling her whatever, like toe clippings, everything that she exudes from her body,
Ew,
she sells.
Was she hot?
I don't remember. So maybe not if I didn't remember.
Yeah.
But even her like used tampons and stuff.
Dude. Oh. To each their own. That's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Huh. Even people that like want their socks or like clothing that they've
socks,
worn.
Yeah.
Nah, man. This is
Used underwear for like 3 days straight without being
Ew.
changed.
No, stop.
That makes more money. Jeez.
Oh. Where do people sell this? Like, is it like is there like
market, probably
yes, Craigslist?
Craigslist? I'm sure there's a subreddit for it too.
Of course, it's Craigslist. Oh man, sorry, I am
man.
tearing up a little bit. It's just because of how gross it is. There's an edit 3.
It seems like let's see, more serious this time. That's a lot of comments here. I just took the time to read all of them and answer as many as I can. It took nearly 3 hours. The one thing pops out a lot, namely people being scared for me in that situation. Thank you for your concern.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I would like to address that. The situation was not scary. I would say I am pretty good at listening to my gut, and it's served me really well so far. But in this situation, my spidey senses were not tingling at all. My impression of the dude was one of his self-righteous and some tinge. Is that a word?
Tinge of entitlement. Yeah, tinge like a little
Tinge? Okay.
yeah, tinge of entitlement.
Tinge of entitlement. Maybe a bit of creepiness. But no hints of danger of physical violence. There were a lot of people describing situations that started out similarly and were honestly scary. I really hope that all of you are okay. Also, I am updating from the train right now with my shoes on.
Dude, I don't care for feet. It's fine. If I see somebody in a public place with their shoes off.
But if it's stinky feet, though,
okay,
there are people with really stinky feet.
If it's clearly stinky, I would just probably like look. I would look at them and just judge them in my head, and maybe I would nudge to somebody next to me and be like. and that would be it. It's whatever. I don't know. I guess I don't see feet the same way as a lot of people. If she wasn't wearing socks, I would think it's gross.
Oh yeah.
Did she take her? Wait. Is that what she said though?
I thought she said she has like an extra pair of socks.
Okay, so it says, I spread out my stuff, put my jacket on the seat across from me, and put my feet on it. Okay, so she put the jacket on the seat and then her feet on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that the seat wouldn't get touched by my socks. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I don't think that's I don't think that's
and people are saying, why are you taking your shoes off?
Dude,
it's fine.
If you're complaining about socks on a bus seat, do you even take the bus? Because like there's a lot worse.
What if someone went to the bathroom, didn't wipe, and they sit on the seat? What's worse? Is that worse?
Is that New York or?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Okay, some comments here. You want to read some of these?
Let's see. This one says, "Not the a-hole. This was a power play because you were a woman traveling alone. He wanted to make sure you were uncomfortable. Anything you did would have not been enough until you confronted him. Also, I get the shoe thing. I hate wearing shoes due to sensory issues and can't get comfortable with them on. Might I suggest trying a pair of small house slippers for traveling? Keep them in a paper or plastic bag in your backpack/bag. Swap them Fabric softener sheets keep in the bag will reduce smells from the shoes as well. Oh, that's a pretty good tip. Wow, a lot of people are saying keep your shoes on while using public transit. Like, I get it. If it's packed, yeah, but it's fine if it's empty, right?
Again, I think it's all. This is not a black and white situation for me. I think a lot of it has to do with your surroundings. I mean, if you're alone at a
Yeah.
park and you want to kick your feet up for a second, why wouldn't you? But if you're in a very packed park and then you just start taking off your clothes, then I don't know.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing, though. Well, unless it was a guy.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
I mean,
see.
yeah, not the a-hole. I would have told the guy after the second encounter that he was the one acting entitled by forcing his opinions on complete strangers, and that he was being a creepy perv by repeatedly wanting to sit close to you. That's what I'm saying. Like he was the entitled one to feel the need to approach her every time.
Yeah, that's a pretty clear cut in that sense. Next one.
I'll read that one. Okay. Am I the a-hole for challenging my girlfriend's claims about sexism at work?
Good luck.
Thanks. I'm reading off of a post. This is not me. Please don't come at me. Okay. My girlfriend and I both work in the tech industry and both have 5 years experience. I have a CS math degree and she has an electronics engineering degree. I have been promoted to a senior level at my company, and she has been promoted only once and is still a junior at her company. She always complains about how things are unfair at all jobs she had, 3 so far, and how she is not given opportunities, supposedly excluded from meetings, while still claiming she gets asked to take notes in meetings and decisions. She judges her coworkers for things they say that have nothing to do about work, like when they talk about their wives and partners. She and another woman once complained about a coworker for being rude in meetings in HR, which was dealt with by a woman, and did not find anything wrong and dismissed their concerns. She recently had a performance review and was not promoted and told that she needs to take on more challenges, and told me that she does this, but always told to hand over projects to other people when she starts them and excluded from meetings. I do believe that there is some sexism in the industry, but I think she cannot blame everything on sexism and recognize that perhaps she has room to improve. She thinks that because she graduated with honors with a 4.0 that translate to industry performance. Her degree is also in electronics and more hardware focused. I expressed this to her and suggested she follow her manager's advice to grow, and she got upset with me and called me an a-hole. I get her disappointment, but I don't think it is fair for her to expect me to just agree to everything she says. Is he the a-hole?
This is a tricky one.
It is very tricky. I feel like we need a little bit more specific information.
Context.
Yeah, we need more context. This is not an easy one for me to be like, yeah, he's an a-hole or not. Well, okay. Is he the a-hole for challenging the claim about it being sexist?
Let's see. I don't know. Depends on who you are.
I mean,
like maybe you're supposed to like, I don't know. You're supposed to. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like the whole Me Too movement, right? You can't brush off any sort of allegation type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't know. There's just not enough context in this one.
Yeah,
because what if she isn't good at her job or something?
That's
like, we
the
don't
thing.
know.
Like I have some thoughts on this, because I mean I've been in the presence of like absolute sexism, And
Hmm.
I just experienced it like 2 days ago.
Oh.
Uh, like me and my manager, who's a woman, we were like standing next to each other, and I got a phone call, or not like I got a phone, but there was a phone call in our at our department, and so I pick up the phone and I'm talking to this person, right? At the same time, this man approaches our desk, and I have this phone, like big office phone. It's not like a cell phone or it's not like a Bluetooth. I have a big phone on me and I'm talking like I'm it's very clear that I'm on a phone call. And my manager is like a foot away from me and there's a computer right next to us. So she's looking at the computer, she's right there. And as this man approaches, she greets him and he didn't even look at her. He came to me.
Mm.
I looked at him, but I was like, like I'm on the phone. Um, and then he just kind of like glanced a little bit at her, but then looked back at me, and then he started talking to me, and he's like, "Yeah, I got these glasses here," and as he was talking, I like looked at him again, and I was like, "I'm on the phone. I'm sorry." But my manager was like clearly talking to him, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then he answered the question while looking at me. And so she literally had to like come on the other side of the computer and then like be like, I can help you right here. And then he kind of looked at her and it was kind of like thinking about it. And I'm just like, what is your deal, dude? And I don't know. And then in order to be able to help him out, we needed his phone number.
Okay.
So she was like, hey, let me get your phone number. I'll help you out. And he's like, no. You got something to write with? And again, that was to me. He asked me if I had something to write with. So my manager
Wow.
grabs a little sticky note and a pen and just kind of hands it to him. And he didn't even say thank you, didn't acknowledge her. And then he wrote the number and then he gave me the paper. And I'm like,
Mm.
bro, I'm on the phone. Like, why are you coming to me? And it's like, I've seen it before. Like, I'm not telling this story uh, to be like, oh yeah, 100%. It is because we've encountered this type of situation before with certain customers that we get at our job.
Yeah. Like it happens.
Yeah, it's like
Sexism does happen.
yeah, and sometimes I mean, maybe to some people that's the thing. Is like no, it is sexism. Like, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I take it very seriously, and I agree that just because a person is a woman or a person of color or ethnic background,
Mm.
uh, just because you're that, you're not entitled to just get like the best positions, right? In an environment where it's mostly man dominated, I do understand that there is sexism that happens there, and I wish it didn't. I wish it could be fixed, like better than it has been going on lately. At the same time, because we don't have the full information on this story, I don't know that she really is or isn't qualified for these promotions
Yeah.
that she's been wanting and she's talking about. Um, so like, is there sexism? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, let's see.
It's
Because you could say, okay, the hand over the projects thing, right?
and then she gets
Why would a company want to waste money and hand off a project to someone that's less qualified if she's capable? At the same time, it could be management, and they don't care what the company thinks as long as they fulfill their vendetta against this woman. And then at the same time, she reported something to HR, which is the right thing to do when you complain.
mhm.
But then I could imagine people not liking, what is that thing called? Uh, retaliation, right?
Yeah.
From coworkers. which could be related to sexism. Maybe not. Maybe related to a toxic work environment, not related to sexism. It's just too many different factors.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit more information. There is an edit on here. There's a couple of them, so let me read them real quick. So it says, edit 1 says, okay, I think I might need to do more research into this. Some of the comments seem concerning. This honestly sounds like 1950s level crap to me, and it's hard to wrap my hand around that it could be so brazen in 2023. Edit 2. I talked about it more with my girlfriend, and I think I was the a-hole, unfortunately. Oh, it's a self-diagnosed a-hole. It is unbelievable, and it seems like the place is even worse than her previous jobs, and I did not realize that. Also, I started getting loads of DMs from people telling me it's not sexist and justifying that with sexist remarks, and claiming Reddit is left. I'm also very left, and I don't think Reddit is that left. Okay. I have encouraged her to job search again, and we will reach out to her friends in the field for opportunities.
Okay, well, okay. If he thinks he's a nail, then he is. I don't know. This is shoot. If you had to choose.
It's hard because I need more information. I mean,
right?
He already self-diagnosed as an a-hole, so
yeah.
He says that. Okay, let me see what.
Or did the wife tell him to self-diagnose? Did she win the argument?
Okay, so he said I expressed this to her and suggested that she follow her manager's advice to grow, and she got upset with me commenting about how her degree is different and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. I think it just kind of depends on how he brought it up. I think one could be sensitive about this topic situation, and then you could also be kind of an a-hole about it and just be like, oh, grow up. Like, yeah, that would be, you're an a-hole if you're like treating her like she doesn't know what she's talking about. If you're having a conversation and she's bringing up these concerns, and then you have a conversation about maybe you could, well, see, I'm conflicted.
I don't know. Yeah, because he uses a lot of I think and perhaps. Like, I think she cannot blame everything on sexism. It's not like an outright statement that he made, right? That could be an a-hole thing to say. It's like, oh, you can't blame everything. Or that, oh, yeah, you do have room to improve. But he says perhaps she has room to improve. You know? But at the same time, she's being told she needs to improve maybe because of the sexism, but we don't know.
So before we go into the comments, are you leaning more towards he's not an a-hole?
I don't know. I
know. At first I was kind of leaning towards that. After he said that, he says that he was an a-hole, unfortunately. I mean,
he suggesting,
I don't know. It could be. Maybe he'd realize that the way he said it was kind of a-hole-ish.
If someone told this to me, I wouldn't think they're an a-hole. But maybe because, the way she receives things, maybe he knows her receiving it that way can be a-holic. That's a word. Then, yeah.
Yeah, but you're also a man. And that's kind of the whole point of this. Because I agree with you. If somebody told me the same thing, I wouldn't think they're an a-hole. But again, I'm a man, so I think sexism? I think that's kind of the point, though. Because we're literally saying it. We as men, if we get this comment given to us, we wouldn't take it as such, right? Yeah. Because we're men.
Yeah.
But this is a woman in the tech industry, which is already like male dominated. So,
but the fact that we have to claim that is sexist, right? Which is the problem.
Oh, it's getting hot,
right?
man.
If she's saying he's an a-hole for saying that, then it's inherently sexist.
I think I think we've created a web of just a zigzag.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I wanna read some of the comments because sometimes the comments help us put things into perspective.
There we go.
And
First one.
yeah, so here it is. The first one says, "You the a-hole. You aren't a woman in tech. You wouldn't get it. The reason tech is such a male-dominated field, despite all of the outreach to get girls in STEM, is because there's a lot of sexism in the industry. Many women study for years for the tech industry only to quit in the first year because of the issues that your girlfriend is currently facing."
Mm. See, the
Yeah,
fact that we don't know about it is saying that it is sexist.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm ignorant in this.
Yeah.
I don't work in tech, and I don't know much about it. I work in a pretty equally balanced workplace.
Yeah.
Where we don't. I mean, we don't see this from the company's perspective. We get it from customers. But this seems to be coming from management. So
Yeah. Second one right there. She had a 4.0 GPA, but is invited to meetings to take notes and expected to hand off challenging work assignments to male colleagues. Dude, come on. Actually read what you wrote. Yes. The a-hole.
that is true. 4.0, that means that she's smart. You don't get a 4.0 by not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is pretty bad. See, because the thing, I've never personally experienced that, and I work in tech, and I've worked with women in tech, and I haven't seen that, so I have no reference to that. So reading that's a clear. That's like, oh yeah, that's kind of messed up.
So, do you think it would be safe to say he was unknowingly the a-hole?
Ignorantly the a-hole.
Yeah, there we go. I don't think he meant to be that way. I think he was at least kind of in the same boat as me, where like I'm really sorry, but I just don't know enough to make that judgment. So I guess
It all depends. I think we talked about this last time. When we talk about the a-hole, right? Is it them knowingly being an a-hole, or does it matter? It doesn't matter whether they know or not.
Right. And didn't we determine that it doesn't matter? Like, just, I mean, he's asking, am I the a-hole for challenging this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you didn't mean to be, yeah. It is. It is. You are.
Yeah.
Complete.
Okay, let's see. Like, I did some stuff that I didn't intend to be one.
Uh-oh.
There was a time when it was junior prom, and we were trying to find people to go with, and there was a sophomore girl that I think she liked me, and then I think she wanted to go to the junior prom with me, and I told her, I was like, I don't have anyone else to go with. I'll go with you. And I thought I was being nice. And it was until later, till my wife tells me, she's like, yeah, that was mean. I was like, oh shoot. But here's the thing, though, like, I didn't intend to be an a-hole, but I was.
Well, were you friends with her? Like, were you good friends with her?
Yeah, we were friends. Yeah, we were friends. That, and she was a sophomore, so it's not like she couldn't. Right?
Yeah, it's a little mean.
It is mean. I accept that it is mean.
If I had a crush and was like, hey, we should go, and then she was like, if I don't find anyone else, yeah, I'll go with you.
It sounds so bad. But yeah.
if it was like a very friendly situation, you guys are like buddies, you know, like you're
It
good.
wasn't.
If you're a good friend, I'm trying to defend you here, but yeah, if that was the situation where like it was more of a, oh man, I really want to go. Like, do you have anybody to go with? Like, if you don't, like, I'll go with you, kind of thing. And then you're like, well, I asked this girl, but you know, if that doesn't work out, like, yeah, let's go. That'd be awesome. I don't know. I like, yeah, you were mean. You're a mean man.
Oh, you know what? Karma though hit me in the end.
Oh.
So this lady, she asked me to prom, right? We do all the pictures, we do the corsage thing, whatever, and did the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get to the venue. She ditches me.
Oh.
I have nowhere where she went. I end up like going with some friends. I don't even leave with her.
Shoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
So karma.
Yeah, karma came back for you.
Oh man.
Okay, should we read the last one real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Am I the a-hole for yelling at my girlfriend to stop eating everything? My 28 male girlfriend, 26 female, got laid off about 6 months ago. She's been unemployed ever since. This means money is tight. I'm covering all her rent, utilities, groceries, etc. Everything except for her car payment and gas money. My problem is that my girlfriend keeps eating all of our food, like all of it. We always run out of food money before my paycheck comes in.
Oof.
She'll eat everything she wants and leave me with plain crackers or lettuce. I mean everything. Even stuff I've specifically labeled or said I want. Cupboards will be bare and I'll have to skip meals 3 days before my next paycheck because she's eaten everything. She's probably gained nearly 30 pounds since she was let go. Oh.
I'm sorry.
I came home from work for lunch the other day and brought each of us a Subway sandwich. I only eat half of mine, so I popped it in the fridge and told her I'd just have it for dinner. When I got off work and went to get it, she had already eaten it. It really got out of hand when I bought some cupcakes to give to my sister, who's 17, for her birthday, and some pomegranate juice that I really love but can't often have because it's a little bit expensive. I put them in the fridge, told her not to touch them, and both were gone. There was only one cupcake left out of the box of 4 full-sized ones, and my juice was all gone. I lost it. I screamed at her to stop freaking eating everything I buy. We've had this conversation before, or tried to in a polite way, but she shuts me down and denies it. She says she's hungry and she's stressed from being unemployed, and she can't help it. I yelled at her and told her it was disgusting that I can't leave food in my own home. She started crying and telling me that I'm fat shaming her. Am I the a-hole?
No.
Oh,
Oh man. That was quite the story. No man, I would have lost it too. 6 months?
yeah.
I don't know if there was like lack of communication in the prior 6 months. I mean, well, no, he says that they've talked about it before in a polite way. Okay, yeah, so he did what I would have done too. Have polite conversations and kind of like, hey, like maybe let's not eat this or that, or maybe don't eat my food, you know. She has a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that it's I mean, I know we're laughing at the story, but that's a pretty serious issue, and this is not fat shaming. I don't consider this to be fat shaming, because she is she is literally eating everything, even his own food, and the birthday cupcakes, like that's so
I don't know.
that's so mean though. Like if you're hungry and somebody brings stuff but it's not meant for you. It's like for someone's birthday.
Yeah.
Like, why would you eat it? Like that is an equal thing to do, is to eat like the food that doesn't belong to you. He bought a sandwich, splits it in half so that he can eat the other half after work, and then it's gone.
I think there's two situations here. One being she's stressed out of her mind, so there should be more compassion or empathy about that. At the same time, he made a request and she deliberately disobeyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Lion King quote. But she was told not to do something and she did it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter what it is at that point. So that's kind of mean, aside from the stress eating portion of that.
Yeah.
On the stress eating side, there should be some compassion. So making a request like that might be a little unrealistic. I don't know, but then the sister...
A request like please don't eat all the food.
Don't eat all the food.
I don't know. I mean, that's...
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why I find this so funny, but no. As far as he goes, no, I don't think he's an a-hole for losing it after 6 months of her eating all of the food, and after apparently allegedly trying to have these conversations in a polite way. I don't think he's an a-hole for losing it. I would have lost it too, I think.
The question is also, has she tried looking for a job? I'm sure she is.
Well, yeah.
For 6 months, that's a long time.
We don't know this, but yeah, 6 months without a job. And if you're stress eating, and if the stress... I get it that it's a vicious cycle. I mean, it makes me think of the Austin Powers character. I'm going to... Fat. So, I don't know how to substitute that word. Fat.
Beezy.
Is that it?
I don't know. I make that one. That's what I would use.
Oh, the fat man without a father.
Okay. I like that
yeah. Literally the description. Yeah, where he's like, I hate myself because I eat, and I eat because I hate myself. Like it's a vicious cycle.
That's a pretty vicious quote.
I get it, but still, yeah, I don't think he is. Not based on this.
I don't think he is.
I just read the first comment.
Wait. Let me see. Let me try to figure this out. Yeah, the way he went about it. And he tried being polite about it too.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he had kept quiet this whole time, and then one day just suddenly blew up at her, then yeah, he's an a-hole. But
yeah,
they've tried having the conversation before, and still 6 months. That comment though, that first comment.
Let me see. They sell fridge log boxes, and if she can't be trusted to leave your food in peace, then maybe it has to be locked away from her. It's not fat shaming to tell someone to stop behaving as if they are 3/4 locust. Oh my gosh.
It feels wrong to lock up my food. I'll look into it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would think it's... I wouldn't want to do that, but I mean, sometimes desperate measures. Yeah.
She ate a birthday gift for your sister and you've had to go without meals. Yeah, you know what? That's selfish.
Yeah.
She knew that he was going to eat that, right? She literally stole his food.
Mm-hmm.
He robbed him of a meal.
And his sister from birthday cupcakes.
Yeah. Okay, I can see how he's not the a-hole. Maybe for yelling, but not in the general context, no.
Yeah. Ooh. Right below that, I don't say this very often, but break up. She's using you and you gain nothing from her. She's getting plenty though.
Jeez.
All right. Well, on that note, we had some good ones here. Shoot, we went a long time.
Yeah, this was a long one.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Nerd Cassette as we review some Am I the A-Hole stories on Reddit. As always, we love your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, another huge thank you to paintedplaylist.com for sponsoring today's episode. Remember, use coupon NERD20 for 20% off of your first order on prints. All you have to do
Links will be in the description.
Yeah, we'll put the links in the description. And what do we say?
Like, comment, subscribe. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for being a nerd with us. Is that too much?
No, it's good. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Farewell.